So we're pretty much back with another one. We're gonna go over the three trades that we took and actually on Monday. Well, one was a swing trade, so it doesn't really count that much. But we took two trades during New York session, and we took another one during like early hours of like 6 a.m., something like that. But yeah, we'll go over it. So we're gonna go over how you could have executed and how you could have caught these massive RR trades. So what we normally do every single day coming into the markets is go over our pairs. So if we start at 8 a.m., we're going to go over the three pairs that trade in New York Open for Forex, which would be GJ, GU, and gold. We look at structure there. So structure was the cleanest on GJ. So what did we see exactly? So what we saw exactly coming into the day here is that GJ was actually extremely bullish on the daily, right? So what do we know next? We observe the 4 hour. The 4 hour is also extremely bullish. We noticed a massive liquidity sweep back into this 4 hour order block off of this 4 hour break of structure right here, or change of character, I might say, which is also an hourly fair value gap, all while sweeping the Asian low and closing above it all, right? And all of this happened while we still maintain bullish structure on the hourly. So to me, this is massively bullish. So I'm just like, okay, daily is good to go, 4 hours good to go, 1 hour is good to go. What else do I need, right? So at that point, I'm like, okay, I mean, the A plus trade would be 15-minute, 5-minute, and 1 minute, right? So I was just like, let's see, let me get the 15-minute break of structure too before I start to execute, right? This is where I said, okay, let me get that A plus set up. We got this 15-minute break of structure right here, right? That's where I'm like, okay, that 15-minute break of structure occurred well before my entry. Actually, it's another 5 minute, but after that, I used that to enter next. So on the 15-minute, on the 5 minute, I actually got a break of structure. So when I got the 5 minute break of structure, so that means I had the hourly, the 4 hour, the daily, the 5 minute, and then we already went into a premium, into a discount, and then we were getting back into a premium, ready to expand on higher. It's New York Open. So what am I thinking here? When I notice that structure comes into here and breaks structure off of here, I'm thinking, okay, we're going to expand on higher off of here. So what do I do here? I notice that we invalidate this fair value gap right here, right? And then I also notice that the 3 minute, almost there, be patient. Patience is a good skill. I notice that the 3 minute also sweeps these lows out and comes back in higher. Normally you don't even use the 3 minute to enter, but in this case I was just really eager to enter this trade. Minor FOMO. So what happens is we get the expansion, the 5 minute break of structure up, followed at the same time by a 15-minute break of structure. At this point I'm thinking, okay, I guess we're gonna go off of here. But what I did draw out was this imbalance that we had all the way here. Doesn't look like an imbalance on this time frame, but on the 1 minute it is. And better yet, it's actually a order block if you look deep enough into it. It's just that here on this chart, it looks like it's not. This was the order block that was unmitigated. On some other charts, it comes off as a red candle. So this is the imbalance that was unmitigated. This was the order block that was unmitigated. And this was the buildup before that move. So you notice that we have a change of character here, a break of structure here, all while we're building liquidity right here. And this is where we get the inducement move to get people enticed to do an early buy. And off of that, which I was included into. And at that point, I said, okay, I get this fair value gap. And at that point, what do I know? I know that my 15 is bullish, my 4 hours bullish, my 1 hour is bullish, my daily is bullish, and then my 1 minute just flipped bullish too, right? And the 5 minute, just for reference, guys, had been bearish. So what do we expect here? We expect the 5 minute to get invalidated. There were two entries that I could have took. One is this one, the slightly aggressive one. But honestly, if this had failed, I know for a fact that we were not going to go bullish today. We would have most likely continued lower and took out all of these lows. So we had this entry here and this entry that we could have took within here. We took the slightly aggressive one in my opinion, but nevertheless, everything played out in our favor because we know that this plays out all the time. We create buildups and then we sweep all those buildups out and then to ultimately make the big move. Usually you'll notice that we get liquidity sweeps, quick expansions, take everyone out. Even if they think that they know what they're doing, they still lose their money, and then we expand on higher. So at that point, when I saw this daily break of structure, this 1 minute break of structure, I decided to long this, and I had all of my take profits here. All of this was sent to the Discord. Actually, we're still running with a little bit. We have a little bit of our position for this final take profit right here.